Hey guys, it's Scott Bars here, the self-proclaimed hip-hop historian, and this is the 434th episode of my series, where I grab a vinyl from my collection, talk about why I love it, what influence it has, and what its place is in the grand scheme of hip-hop. So today's album and artist that I'm focusing on bears a few resemblances to Nas, my previous subject, because both are examples of hip-hop titans who had various classics across multiple decades. And Jay also has a few albums that I've yet to get on vinyl, just like Nasir, like 2000's The Dynasty or 2007's American Gangster. But just like I Am was one of the only Nas projects from the 90s I hadn't covered yet, In My Lifetime Volume 1 here is one of the only remaining Hove albums from this era that I haven't discussed, meaning after today, the only 90s release left will be 1999's Volume 3, The Life and Times of S. Carter. There's definitely a number of classic joints on that album, but while Volume 1 isn't necessarily a top 5 Jay-Z project for me, it's still an extremely solid and polished sophomore full-length, and I think it only ends up in the lower half of most lists or rankings for Jay's output due to the fact he has so many other game-changing LPs in his discography, and the ones I've covered on the page before now include his magnum opus in my eyes, 1996's Reasonable Doubt, as well as 1998's Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, 2001's The Blueprint, 2004's The Black Album, and 2017's 444. In a way, Jay sort of made it pretty difficult for himself when it came to attempting to outdo or even match the ridiculously high quality and impact of Reasonable Doubt. And even though he commercially succeeded for the most part, there are a few moments here and there on In My Lifetime where for me the production or hook misses the mark a bit. And while he talks about wealth and the finer things in life on literally every album he's ever released, I think the debut sort of had a different feeling to it since he was still trying to officially make it at the time, and most of these luxuries he was rapping about were aspirations. However, I feel like Volume 1 and some of the LPs that immediately followed occasionally felt like they were leaning more into that Puff Daddy, bad boy era, with the materialism and kind of shiny aesthetic. But ultimately that always gets outweighed by how many tracks do manage to completely deliver, and as I referenced in my previous upload, Jay-Z is someone who always brings his A-game regardless of the verse. So it's more a question of whether or not he picks the right production. And when he does, you get timeless moments like the intro track, which is one of Hove's best openers in my opinion. And you also get more poignant and revealing moments like the final song, You Must Love Me. It's kind of weird that so many people said how 444 was the first time Jay ever got super personal and opened up, because while he may have done it on a wider scale, you still already had tracks like You Must Love Me, which is actually Hope being satirical, at least with the title, as each verse delves into a different person that he wronged throughout his life, from selling drugs to a woman who helped get him on his feet, to shooting his close friend over an argument. And when Jay says, "You must love me" at the end of each section, it's pretty obvious that he's being ironic, and I think it's a really clever way to share some deep personal feelings and the remorse you have about them. If there's one thing Jay excels at, it's delivering these memorable one-liners that stick out so much that they get frequently referenced even to this day, and the same goes for a number of these timeless instrumentals, which still get sampled and reworked constantly. And one stellar example of both is the track Streets Is Watching, and Jay starts this iconic verse off with, "Look, if I shoot you, I'm brainless, but if you shoot me, then you're famous. What's a rapper to do when the streets is watching, blocks keep flocking, waiting for you to break, make your first mistake? Can't ignore it, that's the fastest way to get extorted. But my time is money, at 25 I can't afford it. Beef assorted like Godiva chocolates. Homie, you bought it, I pulled the slide back and cock it. Plan aborted, you and your mans get a pass this rhyme, you're operating on bitch time. Y'all rappers ain't worth my shells. All y'all rappers trying to do is hurt my cells and stop trips to John Manelli. The type to start a beep then run to the cops. When I see you in the street, got one in the drop. While I'd rather be on tour getting 100 a pop, taking pictures with some bitches in front of the drop, streets is watching. One other iconic moment I want to delve into a bit is the first verse on Imaginary Players, which Hope kicks off rapping, "Yo, I spit that other shit, that's a nice motherfucker shit, that bedtime follow me around, deep cover shit homie, you beer money, I'm all year money, I'm poppy, you ain't gotta count it, it's all their money. I never change money cause people got strange money. Narked up, marked up, fucked up in the game money. I got bail money, double XL money. You got flash now, but time will reveal money. I spit the hottest shit, you need it, I got it shit. That down south Master P bout it shit. I got blood money, straight up thug money. That brown paper bag under your mattress drug money. You got show dough, little to no dough. Sell a bunch of records and you still owe dough. I got 996 plus FOMO dough. You crazy, you fugazi, I'm loco with dough popo. Another similarity with Volume 1 and I Am is how Jay attempted to branch out with the type of features that he enlisted, getting appearances from the likes of Blackstreet, Puff Daddy, Babyface, Foxy Brown, Sauce Money, Lil Kim, and Too Short. As for the clean yet somewhat hit or miss production, these instrumentals were put together by a roster including Amen Rock, Big Jazz aka Jazzo, DJ Premier, Buck Wild, D-Dot, Anthony Dent, Nashim Myrick, Poke Tone, Teddy Riley, Ski, Stevie J, Prestige, and Diddy. As for the honorable mentions I want to shout out this time around, I have songs like Imaginary Players, Intro, A Million and One Questions, /Rhyme No More, Who You Wit 2, Rap Game /Crack Game, Friend or Foe 98, Face Off, and You Must Love Me. Then for my overall 3 favorite tracks, I think I would have to name them as Streets is Watchin', Lucky Me, and Where I'm From. Thank you for watching my 434th video. Next time we have another East Coast pioneer, except this one has actually never been on the page before, so keep your eye out for that one, and if you enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, and let me know what your favorite moments off this classic sophomore project are. Don't forget to have a great day, and I'll see you next time, okay? Alright.